is September 8th, 2016. It is another episode of the Impact Implosion here on the AngryMarks Podcast Network. As always, I am Seth Draken, and the Decay to my delete, Mike Poland.
Decay, I knew you'd come. I want a Matt Hardy doorbell sounder if I ever get a bigger apartment.
I knew you'd come.
Yes. Just anytime somebody comes over, I knew you'd come. I'd probably scare off guests.
Yeah.
Yeah, this show, other than like Decay and Delete, there's really a lot more, like, there's not much here other than that, and maybe the grand title stuff that we'll get to.
Oh, I did not like the grand title stuff.
Yeah, I'm not feeling, I don't mind the idea of a new title, but
yeah, the way they're doing it, I'm not liking it.
The rules.
Yeah. So,
I don't like the rules.
So yes, news. Did we have any news?
I'm not sure. I didn't check.
I'm looking now. Did we
we talk about Dixie Carter is getting slowly phased out?
Yes, we did.
We talked about that last week? Okay. I don't think there's any... Oh, TNA's next round of tapings will be the 3rd through the 8th and Bound for Glory is the 2nd of October.
Okay, and they are mentioning that Cody Rhodes might be coming to TNA soon.
Might be. Yeah, he's got Ring of Honor dates coming up in December, so...
Might be doing a program with Mike Bennett.
They just had a match at Northeast Wrestling a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
That's why.
2 weekends ago. Yeah, that could be interesting.
Josh's radio show on sports radio show got canceled, but not his fashion podcast.
Because his commentary is bad enough. Listening to him on the radio could probably be worse.
Yes, that. And Billy Corgan says he is still trying to buy TNA. It's complicated, though.
Yeah, I'll give Corgan credit for actually trying to do some stuff to turn the company around, but him on screen is just painful to watch.
Yeah, oh, yeah, him on screen. Oh, God, yeah.
He's trying to turn the company around, and he's doing some good stuff.
Yeah, but his character is just not doing it.
He has no presence.
It's not he just looks like he's completely a 180 character. He completely goes one way and then the other. He has no stability. And
unfortunately, you don't really have a better choice with Dixie Carter either. But,
by the way, did you guys you might have seen the video of Matt Hardy trying to control Jeff Hardy's addiction? Did you see that?
Boy.
Or it apparently in Jeff Hardy's head there is a spot monkey named Itchweed. Which, oh boy, it's weed.
God, obvious things are obvious. That little bit there.
He has a snow cap on for no reason. Freaking glasses with the hypnotizing thing swirl going on. And he talks like a rapper.
Oh,
it's horrible. Yo, I'll go do this, man. I'll go up on the top. So they had
North Carolina redneck talking like a freaking rapper.
Yes.
What about that sounds good?
It was a YouTube exclusive for Matt trying to get rid of Jeff Hardy's addiction. So yes. And he had a talk show which he had Brother Nick Broken Matt on. Yo, I got this talk show, man. My guest right now, Broken Matt Hardy.
Because that's what I want to hear, because I couldn't get enough of it on the Jericho podcast they did recently.
So yes.
If you want to hear Matt Hardy in Broken Mode for 2 hours.
Yes. So basically Matt Broken's like, what are you doing, Brother Nero? What are you doing? You're supposed to control your addiction. So basically, it ends with Itchweed going onto a bulldozer and diving into a pit and basically coming out as Brother Nero.
Oh boy. Anyway.
Oh boy. Yep. Anyways. Yep. Let's begin.
Mike Bennett promo. Do we have promo? No, we have highlights from last week.
We also had Senior Benjamin showing up saying Christian may be discretion may be advised, don't try this at home thing, and Vanguard 1 saying no animals were harmed in the filming of this invasion.
Good.
Yes. So then we had Revy playing the piano again, and then an operatic version of I take away and classify myself as obsolete.
Oh, that's what they're saying. Okay.
Yeah, that freaking intro of them saying, just showing Senior Benjamin digging graves.
He might be digging his own.
With the delete shovel. So yes. Then we go to Broken Matt saying his balloon is going to do some training and asks Benjamin to prepare the zoo for visitation.
Oh, boy.
But we got to go to the zone of impact. Love Hardy for that one.
For the Miracle of Bennett.
Miracle and Maria basically complaining. Bennett saying, my mom used to tell me not to bite the hand that feeds you. I apparently had a good mom. I'm apparently the only one who had a good mom. I'm like, no, you'd be here. You wouldn't be here. So, and he says, I should be he should be TNA World Champion, but he's not. And it's all thanks to one ungrateful man. And the Moose, like, all you with your Moose crap. And he's like, well, Moose did what was supposed to do what he said and got paid, but that wasn't good enough for him. No, he had to listen to all you morons in the crowd with your stupid little arm thing, Moose chants, and he let his ego get the best of him. Just like Bennett brought Moose to company, he sent him out. He fired him with a strongly worded text message by firing his ass.
That's a fine idea, except for one thing.
What?
He's frickin' signed to the company. He was before you brought him in, Bennett.
No, but the whole storyline is, no, he wasn't. Bennett. He was signed only under Bennett. So and he's like, there's nobody that's going to stop me, not Dixie, not Franklin, not Moose, from getting what is rightfully his, which is the TNA title. And, of course, here comes Dixie.
Of course.
She asks him nicely to wrap that shit up, because the fans are here to watch Impact Wrestling, not as the Miracle turns. And as I groan, both of them are like, oh, that's cute. That's cute.
That's a bad joke.
No, it was bad. And I was just like, So,
almost as bad as the Rosemary's Baby line from last week.
Yeah. So, since day one, nobody appreciates him and his wife, and Maria should be running this company while he should be champion. And Dixie says, I question the quality of your decision making, but you made one good decision. So I'm going to let you in on this, and it involves you. And he's like, thank you for coming to your senses and adding me to that match to make it a triple threat. And he's like, no,
but
it is involved for glory. You're going to have a match with our newest signing, Moose.
I have a problem with this match, and we'll talk about it again in a few weeks when we frickin' do the hype for Bound for Glory, but who exactly would you put over here?
Probably Moose.
I don't know about that, because I guess Bennett's not really getting pushed at the moment.
No. So, basically in the end, Bennett bails after all that Moose tries to go up to him, and then they cower up the ramp. We go to Gail Kim coming out for a tag match, but we go to a commercial break. Kabuki Taker, and then Bennett's freaking out backstage. He says, I'm not wrestling Mike Bennett. I'm not wrestling Moose at Bound for Glory. Not ever. And Dixie's like, no big deal. No big deal. You'll just be in breach of contract, and you won't be world champion ever. And she's like,
she's
Maria.
Right.
It's like, you can't do it. I'm like, Maria, it's disgusting how you won your title. But, me and Billy talked it over, and it's a conflict of interest that you're Knockouts champion and head of the Knockouts division. So,
no kidding.
You're no longer head of the Knockouts division as long as you're champion. And next week, we're going to decide who you face at Bound for Glory. And Mary is like, you can't do that. She can't do that.
I'm the leader. Well, you're not anymore, bitch. Shut up.
Yep. So,
unfortunately, the only thing I'm interested in the Knockouts division and where they go with this, because I think Allie's eventually returning. So.
Oh yeah. So basically, Allie the Chipmunk and Sienna versus Gail Kent, the Kabuki Taker, and Jade. Sienna's basically being a bully here. This whole match, it's really not worth my effort. And but basically, in the end, Sienna turns on Allie and hits her with the silencer, and lets her gets pinned.
The alley face turn is being very much like, what's the word I'm looking for? You can see it coming.
Yeah, you can see it coming, and they're now they're checking up on her after the match. Oh, their faces are, and major announcement for Billy Corgan following this match. We go backstage, and Billy Corgan says, "I'm going to make that announcement in the ring."
And Borash is like, "Can't you tell me out here?" I'm like, "No, there's cameras right there."
Yeah.
He can't tell. He's not going to tell you.
Yeah.
Just wait a couple minutes.
So then we go, before Billy's announcement, we go to the Hardy personal zoo.
And Jeff Hardy fights a giraffe.
Time for Matt to... His zoo animals has all animals with vessels to great people. His giraffe, his George Washington. George, I knew you'd come. And George steals Rebby's hat.
Yes,
and then Brother Nero has to face Smoking Joe, his kangaroo.
His kangaroo. And then all the monkeys in the cage are like the extras.
They're not vessels to greats, but they are spot monkeys. Their names are DJ Z, Mandrews, Andrew Everett, and Nick and Matt, the Bucks of Youth.
I like that one, because I'm not really a fan of the Young Bucks anyway, but yeah.
And then there is a tiger named Genghis Khan, and he's like, what's that, Genghis? Genghis Khan has informed me that the enemy is upon them. The battle will happen tonight. So then we go to Billy Corgan in the freaking ring and reveals the Impact Grand Championship.
My God.
And here comes Drew Galloway, and Joss talks about, hey, we're breaking new ground here. Why is Drew interrupting here? I'm like, he just unveiled a new belt. We're not breaking new ground unless...
We've been unveiling new belts for the last month or so on other companies.
So
ROH is going to have a 6-man belt. WWE's unveiled like 5 new belts in the last month. You're not breaking ground here.
So Drew's like, he wants to be the first Impact Grand Championship, and he's like, you may appreciate this title. Basically has a montage of tournament rules explained by JB, who earlier didn't know about this.
Good follow-up.
Yeah, by the way,
fantastic.
The rules for this fucking thing. 3-minute rounds. 10 points 10-point judging system.
Oh, God.
3 judges. Judges categories: physicality, aggressiveness, and controlling the action. Winning,
because we need to have a new and innovative idea, and you can't do that without convoluted rules.
If no winner after 3 rounds, judge's decision.
God damn it.
Yes. And of course, he says, Aaron Rex, you're gonna... And Drew says, hey, I am what's best for business. And I'm like, fuck off. You used that... Come on with that line. Seriously?
You also sound like that bastard.
Yeah. And Aaron Rex calls Drew a princess. And Aaron Rex will debut in this tournament. And next week. It is also revealed that Drew will have his first round match next.
Goody. And it's against Braxton Sutter. Ugh.
Yep. Round 1 is over, and all 3 judges. It's basically, I'm not going to go with, because really these rounds are just, I'm just going to go with the decision, because mostly these rounds just look completely pointless. They feel like they're just...
do this freaking
tournament, especially in this match.
With normal matches.
Nothing happened, really. Round 1, Drew easily wins on all 3 judge cards. Drew starts getting cocky in round 2, but Sutter gets a little aggressive, so in round 2, 2 judges have it for Sutter, and 1 had it for Galloway. So basically, it doesn't go to the judges card. Drew locks in the Iron Maiden, and Braxton taps. Drew advances.
Good Lord.
Then next week, we're not supposed to announce the press conference between Franklin and EC3, but first, during the commercial break, Spud beats up Sutter. And after that, we go to a liquor store where some song about pines is playing on this guy's truck.
Spud beats up Sutter, leading to absolutely nothing.
And then, we go to a liquor store, and this guy gets here, and he sees Rosemary out in the street. He's like, hey, baby, you want to ride?
I wouldn't ask
I'll ride you. And, of course, Decay kicks his ass, steals his vehicle, and leaves him depantsed with his ass in the air.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
So then we got a press conference, and we have nerds in this press conference doing the So somebody may need to send Ogre after them.
Ogre?
From Revenge of the Nerds.
Okay.
Yeah. Nerds! So EC3
this
basically
is actually not bad for a segment.
No, this was actually pretty good segment. Franklin says, EC3 says what Franklin did with the titles is a dick mood. Franklin says, we're getting attacked by all sides on pro wrestling, so we need to eliminate the weak.
Not really.
They fight. As this press conference ends, EC3 gets thrown down the rafters, and in the end, he gets taken to the hospital.
Yep. I mean, this is a good first way to hype up this story. I guess they're going to have a contract signing here soon because they talked about it in the Bennett segment, but...
So, Jesse Goddard then talks about the Impact Brand Championship and reveals he was captain of his high school wrestling team. And then we go to the next match, which is Jesse Goddard versus Eli Drake. And basically, in the first round, which was interesting, 2 judges picked Goddard and 1 picks Eli Drake, because Goddard was mostly the one in control here. The thing with Jesse is that he actually has potential. They just barter him down with Robbie E. And then round 2 happens. Jesse has the Adonis lock on, but of course there's 10 seconds left in the round, and Eli just holds on so he doesn't tap. And basically, they have to stop it. This is the problem. You're 3 minutes. We got to stop the action. Let these guys just decide the scorecard and all this shit. What I don't get with this tournament, with this belt, is I get having a new belt and I get having a tournament for it. The rules are freaking stupid. You couldn't just say, we're going to have a tournament. Each match has a 10 to 15 minute time limit, and the winners, eventually we're going to have 2 guys at the end of it at Bound for Glory. Instead of having all these convoluted rules and judges that don't really need... I know, they're trying to go UFC somewhat in this, but... Yes, because that works so well when we had the Brawl for All. Yeah, well, except this one, it's going to be worked. It's not going to be a shoot. But still, the break in action really is stupid. And anyway, in round 2, Jesse wins the round 2 judges to 1 again. Different judge picked Eli here, so seems like Jesse would win the match if this went to the final round. Jesse has the Adonis lock on. Eli Drake gets the ropes. And with 10 seconds left, Eli Drake hits the blunt force trauma to win the match. Goody. So yeah, not a fan of this whole thing. This thing has been... No, this is a turducken-worthy thing here. This is just stupid. This is absolutely stupid. So, Aaron Rex's debut is next week. We have another Fixer commercial where they still need to call the cops on this child labor shit. Rex is Tyler's ever actually going to appear on TV? He has once, I know, but are they just going to keep doing these? I don't know, but Rex kicks a chair and is upset about not being allowed to get to Drew tonight. Because, yeah, he was going to go after Drew Galloway, but Billy said, you got your problems at a later date. So, yeah, he's like... I wonder when that will be. And Drew, I want you to know this. I ain't thinking. What? What? I'm not thinking. Good. Well, that would make sense with TNA. So, anyway, we learned that the next 2 matches, Aaron Rex is going to face somebody. Trevor Lee. What? Aaron Rex is going to face Trevor Lee. And Eddie Edwards is going to face Mahabali Shera. As if a normal singles match with those 2 isn't bad enough, because I've seen that. But... Yeah. These fucking... I'm like, what? No! You couldn't get, one of the other X Division guys to face him? So, yes. So, Senior Benjamin is digging graves and gets confronted by, Decay, who just walked past him as he's digging graves, but nice enough to show the delete in his... He's like, I'm digging your graves. And I'm like, ugh. So, they just walk by him. Huzzah, good to know. He's just basically showing his delete on the shovel, and there's a lot of smoke in the Hardys' backyard for effect. Although, let's be honest, you know what's...
Hardy. You might be doing something else.
Yeah. So
Matt,
they look at the outside, and Matt says, "Decay, I knew you'd come." Commercial break.
I want a doorbell effect with that voice right there, minus the Decay.
By the way, Rosemary seems to be interested in that spider. There's a spider, and she's looking at it.
Itsy spider went up the water spout.
So we're back, and the Hardys now have Roman candles for all of Decay, and Abyss is like,
this is not beautiful.
Is beautiful. They run, it's chasing them down, and Abyss uses Skarsgård as a shield.
Well, I guess.
Brother Nero kicks the boat onto Abyss. It seems like Abyss is going to be in the water. Brother Nero drags the boat and says to bury him, says to Senior Benjamin to bury him. And here comes Joseph Park. And he's like, "Hi, Joseph Park.
How did he make that friggin' change? Was he like Superman turning it or frickin'...
I don't know, but it's the same as Jeff Hardy turning into Willow.
Oh, God.
But then Jeff Hardy's like, and Willow's like, "Yes, I know who this is," and tases Joseph Park. And he puts him in the bulldozer.
And how the hell did Senior two problems with this. How did Senior Benjamin conveniently have a taser?
He had a taser last time.
Don't tase him, bro.
He had a taser last time. Senior Benjamin has a fucking taser.
He's like the one that they use to like scare off intruders.
Yeah.
There's somebody coming towards the house. Senior Benjamin, tase him now.
Tase him now. So basically, he buries Joseph Park. Brother Nero and Crazy Steve fight Nero.
Yeah, to suplex into the pool. Hello? Anybody?
Ah, damn Skype. Goddamn Skype. What happened? Where did I get cut out?
You cut out.
Where did I get cut out at?
You cut out with Jeff Hardy suplexing Crazy Steven in the pool.
So, yeah, Jeff Hardy in the pool. They fight in the pool.
They're trying to drown each other.
Matt Hardy is looking for Rosemary. Nero may have drowned Steve at one point because he puts him in a headlock. So, yeah. But Steve drags Nero back into the pool, and Steve starts choking Nero with an inflatable raft.
Yay.
I am not kidding here. It's like one of those rafts. It's one of those children's rafts. He puts Nero's neck around it and just starts choking him with it.
Yep.
Matt has found Rosemary, and Abyss shows up with Janice. And Briss is about to hit.
He goes to hit Matt with it, but instead
Nero pushes Matt out of the way, and Matt says, "That was so unselfish." So Vanguard.
Nero.
So their brother Nero. That was so.
I love Jeff also selling it like he died.
Jeff Hart's like,
like he just got stabbed with a knife.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought he was dead. I'm like, Jeff may be dead.
You might want to check on that.
So next, we see Vanguard 1 come to the rescue with Roman candles.
And we have Rosemary in the house somehow.
Fire sets up the Hardy logo that surrounds Abyss and Steve because somehow Abyss escaped his grave and choked out
Senior Benjamin? That was before because he would have had to have done that before he hit Jeff with the bat.
Yeah, that is true. So, anyways, that happened beforehand. Also,
or just Abyss. Once again, they found a phone booth for Abyss to change in.
So, the fire sets up the Hardy logo and surrounds Abyss and Steve. So, they're done. Rosemary has Maxwell, and Vanguard 1's like, "Get away from her, you bitch," kind of.
Bitch at it.
Witch. You witch. Get away from her, you witch. And put her down, and Rosemary's like, "Put him down," and Rosemary's like, "Okay."
Really? You're supposed to kidnap him here.
Miss Vanguard 1! No! Vanguard 1 is down! Vanguard 1 may be dead.
It's a frickin' robot drone.
I know, but it had personality. It was awesome. It was the most memorable drone ever. So Rosemary,
and she's about to escape, and she runs afoul of Matt Hardy.
Rosemary's about to miss him, but it goes into Matt's mouth, and Matt's like, "Aha!" Spits it back.
Gives a whole new meaning to the term "swapping spit."
Yeah. So it goes right back to and Rosemary runs away. Decay retreats. Matt is happy that Nero is still down, but Decay has kidnapped Senior Benjamin. Oh no!
Oh boy!
And that's it. I give this episode C. Unfortunately, Deleter Decay was not better than
the final deletion.
Was not better than the final deletion, and the whole Impact Grand Championship seems to be falling on its ass already.
It's a bad idea.
It is.
You couldn't just keep the King of the Mountain championship and just have a tournament or have 6 guys in the gimmick match or something at Bound for Glory.
Yeah,
there's going to be a lot of guys that they're not using on that show.
It wasn't good, so there's that. It just... Sorry. Yeah. Wasn't good. I did like the press conference. That was good.
Yeah, that was good. That's pretty much the saving point of the show.
That was the saving point of the show. So yeah, other things. The whole knockouts match was pointless.
It's just setting up the alley heel turn.
Yeah. Oh.
Or face turn.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which will either happen, she'll either help Gail at Bound for Glory or it'll happen afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just really not good. It wasn't. It was an okay show. Not as good as Final Deletion. I really wanted this to be as good as Final Deletion. It just wasn't. So.
Yep.
Sorry.
That's it. That is it. Do you have anything to tell?
No, I don't. Do you?
Nope, I think we're done for the week.
And with that